Welcome back to the daily morning sports feed on Reds Army, with me as editor Olivia. Today, let's take a look at some notable sports news in the past 24 hours. Thank you for always supporting and accompanying us. Come to the following hot news. Bills blow out champion Rams in first game of 2022 NFL season. 8 Cyclones on NFL rosters. Bills blow out champion Rams in first game of 2022 NFL season. Josh Allen passed for 297 yards while accounting for 4 touchdowns. Von Miller had 2 of Buffalo's 7 sacks, and the Bills stamped themselves as a clear contender for the Rams' Super Bowl crown with a 31-10 victory over Los Angeles on Thursday night. Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie and Stephon Diggs caught TD passes as the two-time defending AFC East champion Bills opened the NFL's 103rd season by overcoming 4 turnovers and running away with a blowout win in the same stadium where the Rams won the Super Bowl nearly 7 months ago. Allen went 26 for 31 despite 2 interceptions. He also rushed for 56 yards, scrambling for a 4-yard TD when he stretched the ball over the line with 13:27 to play. The star quarterback took his share of hits, but he also dished them out and showed off a mean stiff arm while Buffalo's offense under new coordinator Ken Dorsey largely dominated the champs. There's a lot to learn, but that second half, that's who we want to be, going out there and executing that way, Allen said. We were 90% on third down. That's a recipe for success. Matthew Stafford passed for 240 yards with 1 TD and 3 interceptions on a bruising night for the Rams, who lost a season opener and fell below .500 for the first time in coach Sean McVay's 6 seasons in charge. Very humbling night, but one where you look yourself in the mirror and say you have to be better, McVay said. We weren't ready to go. That's on me. There were a lot of decisions I made that didn't put us in the best position to succeed. It was a very humbling night. The Bills' 7 sacks were the most allowed in McVay's tenure with the Rams, who lost 2 starters from last year's offensive line and attempted to replace them internally. Diggs punctuated the domination with a 53-yard TD catch with 9:25 to play, talking trash to Rams All-Pro defensive back Jalen Ramsey afterward. We're going to make the plane do backflips on the way home tonight, Miller said. We're going to celebrate this win, because you have to, but then we're going to go back to the lab. We're not going to let this success put our guard down. Super Bowl MVP Cooper Kupp had 13 catches for 128 yards and a touchdown, but the Rams' night went quickly downhill after they unveiled their championship banner in a pregame ceremony. Los Angeles could not keep up with Allen's creative playmaking or the Bills' pass rush, and its only major offseason addition on offense, receiver Allen Robinson, had 1 catch on 2 targets. The Rams even got shut out in the second half, ending a streak of 89 consecutive halves with a point since November 2019. Miller made an immediate impact in his debut for the Bills, who signed him away from the Rams after he won a ring in his half-season in LA. But he was just one part of a defense that yielded only 177 yards before Los Angeles' final, meaningless drive. Aaron Donald made his 99th career sack in the first half, but the 7-time All-Pro had just 2 tackles as the Rams became only the second defending champions in the last 10 years to lose the following season opener. Los Angeles trailed 17-10 after 3 quarters, but Buffalo ran away with 2 lengthy TD drives early in the 4th quarter. With Dorsey taking over from Brian Daboll, the Bills went 9 for 10 on third downs and racked up 413 total yards, but 3 first-half turnovers kept it close early. Allen set a career high to start a game by completing his first 10 passes, but linebacker Terrell Lewis' interception stopped Buffalo's second drive in Rams territory. Rookie James Cook fumbled away his first touch for Buffalo moments later, but Dane Jackson made an interception 2 snaps after that. Los Angeles finally scored on its 4th drive when Kupp made an exceptional toe-tapping catch in the back of the end zone on a precise throw 3 minutes before halftime. The Rams got the ball back on Troy Hill's interception, and Matt Gay hit a 57-yard field goal to pull the Rams even at the halftime gun. 50 Kelvins. With a long third down pass to Kupp on his opening drive, Stafford became the 12th quarterback in NFL history to pass for 50,000 career yards. He tied Drew Brees as the fastest to the mark, doing it in 183 games. To the rafters. Along with the banner to celebrate last February's title, the Rams also hung a banner in the South Rafters at Sophie Stadium honoring the 1999-2000 Super Bowl champions from the St. Louis era. The brief pregame ceremony included owner Stan Kroenke, retired left tackle Andrew Whitworth, and free agent Odell Beckham Jr., who held aloft the Lombardi Trophy. Injuries. Bills DL Ed Oliver injured his ankle in the first half and tried to play through it, but couldn't do much. Rams rookie RB Kyren Williams injured his ankle in the opening minutes. The Rams played without W.R. Van Jefferson, who had knee surgery early in training camp after starting 21 games last season. 8 Cyclones on NFL rosters. 8 former Iowa State football players have made NFL rosters for the 2022-23 season, which kicks off Thursday evening. Allen Lazard enters his 5th season with the Green Bay Packers. Lazard, an Urbandale, Iowa, native, has 109 career receptions and 14 career touchdown catches while becoming a favorite target of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Lazard played for the Cyclones from 2014 to 17 and remains the school's all-time leader for receptions, 241, receiving yards, 3,360, and 100-yard receiving games, 12. David Montgomery is one of 3 former Cyclone running backs on NFL rosters, entering his 4th season with the Chicago Bears. Montgomery, a 3rd-round pick in 2019 and a Cincinnati, Ohio, native, has played in 44 career games. He's been a model of consistency for the Bears, rushing for more than 845 yards in all 3 seasons and topping out with 1,070 yards in 2020. He has 21 career rushing touchdowns. As a Cyclone, Montgomery rushed for 2,925 yards in 3 seasons. Keen Nwangwu was a 4th-round pick of the Minnesota Vikings in the 2021 draft and became a home run threat in his first season. The Frisco, Texas, native returned 2 kicks for touchdowns in his rookie campaign and figures to see his role increased on offense in 2022. Nwangwu had 4 rushing touchdowns for the Cyclones as a senior in 2020. 5 Cyclones from last year's team made an NFL roster this season, led by 2nd-round pick Breece Hall with the New York Jets. Hall, a Wichita, Kansas, native, wrapped up his outstanding 3 seasons at Iowa State in 2021, ranking 2nd in rushing yards with 3,941, while setting the school record with 50 rushing TDs and an NCAA record 24 consecutive games with a touchdown on the ground. Brock Purdy, a Gilbert, Arizona, native, is on the San Francisco 49ers roster after being picked in the 7th round of the NFL draft. Purdy ended his Cyclone career owning or sharing 32 school records and cementing himself as the winningest quarterback in school history, 30-17. Tight end Charlie Kolar starts his rookie season for the Baltimore Ravens on the injured reserve but is expected back in the near future. The Norman, Oklahoma, native, was a 4th-round pick of the Ravens after being a 3-time All-American at Iowa State. He hauled in 168 career receptions with 23 of them going for touchdowns. The Denver Broncos picked Enyi Uwazurike in the 4th round of the NFL draft and the Detroit, Michigan, native, earned a spot on the 53-man roster. Uwazurike was one of the top defensive linemen in the Big 12 Conference, earning all-league honors 3 times and finishing his career with 15.0 sacks and 34.5 tackles for a loss. Des Moines native Jake Hummel made the Los Angeles Rams roster as an undrafted free agent after having an outstanding camp in which he led the team with 22 preseason tackles, a record according to LA coach Sean McVay. Hummel worked his way from special teams performer in 2017 to an All-Big 12 player his final 2 seasons for the Cyclones. Matt Leo, Philadelphia Eagles, and Chase Allen, Chicago Bears, have also earned spots on their team's practice squad, while Dylan Soner, New Orleans Saints, is on the physically unable to perform list while he recovers from injury. Week 1 Cyclone NFL schedule. Thursday, September 9th, Los Angeles Rams vs. Buffalo Bills, 7:20 p.m., NBC. Sunday, September 11th, San Francisco 49ers vs. Chicago Bears, noon, Fox. Baltimore Ravens vs. New York Jets, noon, CBS. Green Bay Packers vs. Minnesota Vikings, 3:25 p.m., Fox. Monday, September. And those are also the most outstanding morning news today. Thank you to everyone for listening and following redsarmy's daily news. If you find the video interesting and useful, please click like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the latest sports news.